To become a master fisherman like this guy, you will need the ultimate fishing hat. To craft the hat, you must first catch each of the 12 fish in Valheim found from the deep north to the Ashlands and every biome in between. In time, you too will become a master fisherman as I share with you everything you need to know about fishing and acquiring this coveted hat. Plus, as a bonus, if you stick with me, I will share with you how to craft the ultimate fishing experience farm to quickly max out your fishing skill. Catching a fish is no easy task, as standard weapons will not work like a sword slash or spear throw. The only way to catch a fish is with the fishing rod, or if you are lucky, by picking up a fish washed up on shore. You can acquire the rod in two ways. Purchased from Haldor for 350 coins, or if you are lucky, one can be found next to a frozen lake within the mountain's frost caves. That said, these frost lakes are exceedingly rare and therefore I would not count on finding one of them. For this reason, I recommend searching the Black Forest for Haldor's bag symbol and purchasing it from his shop. While you are there, you should also purchase some fishing bait. More on fishing bait shortly. With the fishing rod and bait in hand, find some fish so we can begin reviewing the basic fishing mechanic. Unlike many survival games, you can only catch fish you can physically see, so do not waste your time fishing in empty water. Once you find a body of water with fish present, whip your rod, appropriate fishing bait, and hit and hold the attack button to release and cast. The longer you hold it, the further you can cast to a max of about 25 meters. Keep in mind, reeling in your rod without a fish on the hook neither consumes stamina or bait, so feel free to redraw and recast if out of position. Shortly, you will see a brief animation of the fish nibbling on the bobber. Quickly hit and hold the block button to hook your fish. With the fish on the line, your stamina will quickly deplete. If you run out of stamina while reeling, the fish will escape off the hook. For this reason, I recommend you have high stamina foods such as fish and bread, salad, and mushroom omelet as I have, or complement your food with stamina meads to assist in your fight. The rate in which stamina is drained from you while fishing is dependent on three factors: the type of fish, the quality of the fish, and your fishing level. Later in this video, I will cover each type and quality of fish as well as how you can minimize stamina drain to improve your fishing through gear and your fishing skill. With the fish close enough to you, hover over it and hit the use button to place it in your inventory. The fish in your inventory can either be converted to raw fish at a cauldron for use in delicious meals such as cooked raw fish, fish wraps, or fish and bread. The amount of raw fish the caught fish yields is based on the type of fish and its quality. The larger the fish, the larger the quantity of raw fish, which can range from 1 to 5 based on the Valheim wiki, as indicated by a number in the top right corner of the fish in your inventory. That said, I've yet to see a higher quality fish than 4 on my adventures. Let me know in the comments if you've ever seen a fish of a higher quality than 4. If you are curious, the exact yield of raw fish based on its type and quality can be summarized here. Alternatively, you can do as I recommend and hold onto these fish for use in crafting the fish hat. As mentioned, you need to catch all 12 fish across Valheim's 9 biomes to craft the hat. The first 2 in the Perch and Pike can be caught in the waters off the coast of the Meadows and Black Forest with the basic fishing bait acquired from Haldor. All other fish do require an upgraded and specific bait type to be successfully caught. If attempting to catch a fish with the incorrect bait type, the text "It's not taking the bait" will appear. The specialized fishing bait for each type can be crafted by combining the basic fishing bait with the corresponding creature trophy at the cauldron, as I will now share. First, the Trollfish can be caught in the Black Forest with the mossy fishing bait crafted by combining fishing bait with the Troll trophy. The Tuna and coral cod, both caught in the ocean, requiring the heavy fishing bait crafted by combining fishing bait with the serpent trophy. The giant herring with the sticky fishing bait from combining an abomination trophy with fishing bait. The Tetra, found within elusive small ponds within frost caves with cold fishing bait made from combining a fenring trophy with fishing bait. The grouper fish, found off the coast of the plains with the stingy fishing bait made from a fueling trophy and fishing bait. The pufferfish, which can also be found in the ocean, and the anglerfish, both found in the mistlands, are caught with misty fishing bait from combining the locks trophy and fishing bait. The MagmaFish, found off the coast of the Ashlands, caught with hot fishing bait crafted from a circling trophy and fishing bait. And the 12 fish in the northern salmon, caught off the coast of the deep north with the frost fishing bait created by combining the drake trophy with fishing bait. As mentioned previously, the type and quality of the fish will dictate how difficult it is to catch based on the stamina drain inflicted afflicted by it. Each of the 12 fish and their characteristics can be summarized as shown on screen. It's worth noting that the stamina drain numbers are based on a quality of 1 of that fish, and these numbers double with each increase in the quality of the fish. In addition, each fish has a set of bonus resources that can be awarded when catching the fish, as shown here. Before crafting the fishing hat, you should know that one of the best uses for your caught fish is to mount them in your home as decorations. But don't be too freaked out when they want to strike up a conversation. With each of the 12 fish in hand, you will now have the required ingredients to craft the fishing hat. Unfortunately, to fully upgrade the hat, you will need a total of 7 of each fish. That said, the only benefit of increasing its level is increased armor and durability, which are not critical considering the use case of the hat. On the contrary, the hat should provide plus 20 to both the fishing and swimming skills. However, swimming appears to be bugged at 19. Nevertheless, while swimming is a nice bonus, the reason we want this hat is for the fishing skill. With each increased level of fishing, your character receives 2% increased reeling speed and minus 0.8% stamina usage while fishing. As a result, by simply wearing this hat, you have 40% increased reeling speed and 16% decreased stamina usage while fishing. With that said, with massive stamina drains from the higher tier fish like the northern salmon, you'll likely need the benefits of an increased fishing skill to capture the high tier fish required for the hat in the first place. Fortunately, I've got you covered with this step-by-step guide to build your own fishing XP farm. To start, identify a small inlet in the meadows with a depth of the max cast distance of roughly 25 meters. You'll want to ensure the depth of water is sufficient along the corridor length. For me, I dug until I could no longer stand along the water floor. Next, raise the earth on either side, creating a roughly 4-meter wide corridor out into the water. Keep in mind, fish can leap out of the water, so elevate the earth high enough to prevent their escape. You can use 2 2x2 meter floorboards to gauge the width. Keep in mind, you'll want to place a series of workbenches along the coast to ensure you can continue to build along the corridor. Plus, you'll need a workbench nearby to prevent the fish from spawning once you have placed fish within it. After completing the corridor, the second key to our XP farm is a sheltered standing location from which you will fish from, with coverage overhead. Next, build a fire nearby as to maintain the resting bonus while you fish to massively accelerate your stamina regeneration between casts. Once done, all that is left is to capture and place fish within your farm. The amount of XP you get from fishing is independent of the type and size of your fish, but rather you get 0.25 XP per second while reeling in your rod, and that doubles to 0.5 XP per second while reeling with a fish on the hook. With the perch causing the least amount of stamina drain of all the fish, it's the no-brainer choice for our fishing XP farm. Fortunately, fish caught in your inventory, in chests, or even mounted never spoil and can be easily released back into the wild without harm done to them. With sufficient perch in your inventory, simply drop them one by one into your corridor of water. As you begin to fish, it's important to note that you do not get bonus XP for catching the fish, so don't feel obliged to actually catch the fish before recasting the reel. To level from 0 to 100, you will need roughly 208,000 XP, which based on a 0.5 XP per second will take you 693 minutes or close to 11.5 hours of fishing to reach level 100, and that isn't even considering the time between casts. On the bright side, the fishing hat will give you plus 20 levels, which means if you reach level 80, you can achieve effective max 20 levels short of 100, which will take less than 7 hours of fishing. With level 100 achieved and the fishing hat in hand, you can now consider yourself a master fisherman. If you enjoyed this content, consider supporting the channel by becoming a member for perks such as exclusive emojis and more. If you enjoyed this fishing guide, you'll surely enjoy my complete guide on the rested effect buff used in this video. Check it out on screen now.